inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Here's Cairo Santos ready to get this one started. And off we go from Houston. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early 3rd down coming up. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll try and run for this with Mixon. Mixon has the 1st down and more. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Off he goes. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Here's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
That's a short throw caught by Komet. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard. Williams to the air once more. And he's in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here's Pierce for the return. And And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans move out to a 14-7 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Scott now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Throwing on second down, Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he's in. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bears will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Pierce for the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds past the 40-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. Woo! And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Over the middle, that's Komet. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. To try to throw again, here's Williams. That one hung up for grabs across the field. It gets intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Scott now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Scott now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. And he will score. Gerald Everett, touchdown Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He's going to look for the home run ball. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark. What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
And in motion, it's Diggs. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans go up by 7, 28-21. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he will dive into the end zone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears have come back to level things. It's 28-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Pierce for the return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, they'll start with Mixon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Mixon. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On 3rd down, here's a run by Mixon. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
A nice gain out of that position, Mike, that we don't typically see get a lot of carries anymore. I'm a big fan of any offense that still recognizes the usefulness of that fullback position. Work him in every now and then as a ball carrier, and you can see it pay off.
And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. On the give, this is Mixon. Mixon, now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Another run here, another run by Swift. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball.
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. The veteran Robert Woods goes back to return. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Here is 1st and 10. Mixon. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. He's going to have a Texans first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first. And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line. Here's 1st down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Komet. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter? Man, that's just a tough one to swallow. You've got a chance to win the game right here at the end of regulation. But after that costly miss, they're going to see if they can pull this one out, but in overtime.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Diggs on the reception. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
A run here with Mixon. Give him 14 on that one. First down for Houston.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Texans.
From the gun, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On second down, Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Mixon. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mixon. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll go. It's Stroud. To the goal line and in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
That's to Odunze again. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Williams. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He will have the conversion and more. He is in. Cole Kmet, touchdown, Chicago. You had a feeling they might do this if they scored. The head coach says, let's end it here. They'll go for 2 and the win. That is hot. The risk pays off. They come back to win it by 1 here in overtime. So this one, a